the world. Ah yeah, I mean things could be better I guess. Meanwhile in the United States, current objective, survive. Rest of the world, you good? USA, no.
Hey guys, Pepe here. And I actually wasn't planning on doing any videos today. It was Sunday, so I thought that maybe I'd just rest. But I actually came across something on Reddit, and not just Reddit actually. I found this image posted in a lot of places, and I thought that I need to talk about this because this isn't an issue just with the left wing, it's also an issue with the right wing. So I found this image. This is Brian Sicknick. He was the Capitol Police officer that Trump's supporters beat to death with a fire extinguisher. Remember his face every time you hear a Trumper say Blue Lives Matter. Here's my issue with this. The extremists don't actually represent the group, right? Because if that were true, then the BLM rioters would start to represent the BLM protesters. Muslim terrorists would start to represent all of the Muslims, but that doesn't happen, right? And if you say something like that, you're called a bigot, you're called a fascist, you're called a this, you're called a that. How is this allowed, and how do people like this? Because this thing right now on Reddit has 7,000 upvotes. This thing on Twitter right now has over 1,000 likes, and people are agreeing with this. So if it's wrong for me to use BLM rioters and the 25 deaths and the $2 billion in damages to denounce the BLM protesters, how is it right for people who don't like Trump supporters to do the same? You tell me, because I posted this exact thing as a comment on Reddit and I got downvoted to hell. I thought these people wanted equality. I thought these people wanted equal treatment for everyone. But somehow when I actually go with a reasonable thought and I say that, hey, you know what? If this is true, then hold every BLM protester responsible for the BLM riots. Right? Because that's what's going to happen. Remember the face of David Dorn every time you see or hear Black Lives Matter. But that's not how it works, and I know that's wrong. I still support BLM, I still support Blue Lives Matter. At the same time, I don't support extremism done in the name of either. And I think it's really important that the people of those groups themselves, Blue Lives Matter and Black Lives Matter, call out the extremists. Or what's going to happen is that the opposite side is going to use those extremists as the face of your movement, and then instead of actually countering your points, they're going to say, oh, but look at this, you represent a group that does this, and that defeats the entire point, right? I don't like this hypocrisy that I see on the media, and I know that I've said this, but I see this done a lot by the left than I see this done by the right. I know it does get done on the right because I have seen people actually denounce entire BLM movements just because of the riots, but I don't see those tweets, I don't see those posts getting 100,000 likes, I don't see them getting 10,000 likes, I don't even see them getting 1,000 likes at this point, and most probably they get called out as bigots and stuff. So when this thing happens on social media and this thing gets 100,000 likes, 10,000 likes, 50,000 likes, it's concerning to me. Hey guys, editor Pepe here, and the voice quality of this one might be a little bit shit because I'm editing it through my phone microphone. So there's this person called Susan Rosenberg, and she is on the chair for Black Lives Matter fundraising community, right? And I found this very interesting piece of information that I'm still laughing, but let's have a read. Susan Rosenberg is a convicted terrorist who has sat on board of directors of Thousand Currents, an organization which handles fundraising for the Black Lives Matter global network. This is the claim. Rating, mixture. Really? Let's read what's true. This is in their own words. Susan Rosenberg has served as vice chair on the board of directors of Thousand Currents, an organization that provides fundraising and fiscal sponsorship for the Black Lives Matter global movement. She was an active member of revolutionary left-wing movements whose illegal activities included bombing the US government buildings and committing armed robberies. She is literally the definition of what a terrorist is. She bombed the fucking US government buildings and committed armed robberies. That's what a terrorist is. You have a terrorist on the fundraising community for the Black Lives Matter Global Network, and at the same time, these very people who support this come out and, oh my god, man, the fucking hypocrisy. And I couldn't have found this at a better time. I actually didn't even know this existed until I started editing the video, and then a friend sent me this and was like, hey Pepe, you might want to take a look at this. And I take a look at this. Holy shit! But why is it a mixture? Why is it not completely true? Let's read, because the next part is even funnier. What's understand? What's undermine? I'm sorry, undetermined. Right, sorry, fuck. See, my excitement is so high I can't even read properly. In the absence of a single universally agreed definition of terrorism, it is a matter of subjective determination as to whether the actions for which Rosenberg was convicted and imprisoned, possession of weapons and hundreds of pounds of explosives, should be described as act of domestic terrorism. What? I can't scream because, because it's really late in the night and people are sleeping. But what? Are you kidding me? You're calling the definition of terrorism as subjective, while your side, the left wing, is literally telling you that just coming into the US Capitol building, nobody was killed, nobody was held hostage, nobody was harmed except for the rioters themselves. And no one was taken, no demands were actually made, nothing was actually done. This was just an idiotic attempt at something, maybe you can call it a coup. I don't even know if you can actually call it a coup. But this was just an idiotic attempt at that, and these people are blowing it out of the complete proportion as if it's the worst attack on the US soil since 9/11 and shit like that, when they have a convicted terrorist on the Black Lives Matter. Oh my god. I'm going to ask you a very simple question. If something like this was done by the right wing, the media would flame them. You know this. The media would fucking flame them. They'd become Satan himself, fucking frying the right wing in the fucking oil pan and shit like that. And I'm not even kidding. This is so... I know this is not a laughing matter, but holy shit, man. Holy shit. Yeah, you can get along with the video. Fuck. And it's even more concerning to me that people don't see how hypocritical they are being, while at them saying, oh, those BLM extremists don't represent the BLM protesters, but at the same time using the Trump extremists to represent the Trump supporters. So yeah, that's basically it for this video. And yeah, by the way, a small kind of an update. I had this interesting conversation about diversity quotas on Twitter with a guy, and he seemed like a pretty chill guy, rather than other Twitter who just call you ex-phobic or bigot of ISIS and then block you. This guy seemed pretty chill. He also has a gaming channel, so I won't say now, but I'm planning a video with him where he and because the main issue I have with this channel right now is that it's just me, right? It's just me, a sort of a right-leaning centrist that's just imposing his opinions on you, and you don't get to hear that another side of it. So what I'm planning is that coming Saturday I'll be go on a Discord call with this guy, and we're going to discuss about this thing, and I'm going to post this entire video on here for you guys to watch. This will be completely unadulterated, uncut, unedited, anything like that. I'm shaking because again it's really fucking cold here. So yeah, that's basically it for this video. And again, I don't like doing this, but please consider subscribing. Please. It's the only way to keep my channel alive because I don't want YouTube to kill my channel before it even gets to be alive. So yeah, thank you.